Let's turn our attention to play-by-play broadcaster for the Texas Rangers and our friend Matt Hicks. Matt, how's it going today, man?
It's going well, Corey. Mike, how are you?
Very good. That was an easy, fun one last night.
Yeah, it was. And we've had quite a few of those this year where the guys score runs in bunches, not necessarily early in the game. That's sort of been a little bit different to get 4 first-inning runs, but doesn't matter where you get them. As long as you're hanging up those crooked numbers, it's all good.
Corey asked me earlier in the show about the Detroit Tigers, and I said, look, they're a below-average team, but they're not bad. It's not Oakland, Kansas City. You hope to take care of business against them, but they can make a starting pitcher work. So kind of these last couple games with Martin Perez and Dane Dunning, I've been impressed with a team that seems to knock out starting pitchers because of high pitch counts, that they've been able to go deeper in games against a team.
Yeah, and you when you mentioned that with Detroit, and then you just kind of threw Oakland under the bus, remember, even Oakland this year, won back-to-back games against Tampa Bay, and went on that. There was a stretch there, and this was just a few weeks ago,
7,
where Oakland had the longest active winning streak in the major leagues. I mean, these are all major. You pitched in the major leagues. Yeah. All of these guys are very, very good at what they do. And, the Tigers have some guys that can grind out some at-bats and make you work, which makes Dane Dunning's performance yesterday all the more impressive.
Yeah, that was one of the things that really stood out, obviously, was the 10 strikeouts, the length of the game for him. How badly do you think he wanted, or did you hear how badly he wanted to close that one out?
Oh, I'm sure he wanted it. Given where he was going into the 9th inning, he was at 88 pitches. To be that efficient like that and to get the first 2 guys out.
Yeah.
The one thing that you think about it, and I mentioned this when it happened, Andy Ibanez, former Ranger, you're down by 10. There's 2 outs. The chances of you winning this game are pretty much 0. You hit a ground ball to the shortstop, and you bust your tail down the line, and in a bang-bang call, you're safe. That's the way you're supposed to play Major League Baseball. And Andy Ibanez showed that, it ain't over until you get me out. But that's how close Dane came, and clearly that's something that, he wanted.
I know this is a tough question here. Who are you more concerned about in the second half, the Astros or the Angels?
It's not a difficult question.
Astros?
The Astros.
Okay.
I think up and down the line, even though they've been dealing with injuries, and to some big players, Yordan Alvarez being the biggest, and some pitchers as well, that's a team that I think is more solidly built than the Angels. Yes, Shohei Ohtani is going to do his thing. Mike Trout is going to do his thing. And they also have some other hitters in their lineup who are very dangerous. But Houston is just relentless. And, yes, they've been trailing the Rangers for this entire first half. They're not going anywhere.
Here's what I wonder about the Angels. With Shohei Ohtani becoming a free agent, and I do think if they make the playoffs, I think Shohei will strongly consider re-signing with the Angels and staying there. I wonder if they push all their chips in at the trade deadline and go, screw it. Whatever anybody wants, they're available in our minor leagues. We got to do everything possible to make the playoffs this year, because if Shohei signs back with us, that is pretty much $25 million a year we get in revenue that we will lose if we lose this player.
Yeah, well, it's always interesting to wonder how the Angels are thinking about things. Because every year they are projected to be a playoff contender. How can they have gone this long with Ohtani and Trout and not be in the postseason making a deep run? And then the season happens and you look up and, they're a 500 ball club. And that's just kind of the way it's been with the Angels. But they could do that. You're very well correct. They could absolutely push all in and go for it and still not make a deep run.
I think what's interesting about Houston and Texas is Texas's farm system is so much better right now than the Astros. So if there's any competition between the Astros and the Rangers, whether it's for a starting pitcher or a relief pitcher, whatever it is, I think the Rangers can always trump what the Astros are offering another organization.
I would agree with you right now on that. There's no question about that. But, for me, Houston is always dangerous until they're not, and they're certainly dangerous right now.
Yeah.
Well, I know, Hicksy, we got to get you back up to the booth to get ready for this game.
You guys
today.
are way out here.
Yeah,
I can't even see our booth from here. What's going
I can
on?
see it. There's no way I can see you there. I've always said this about you. I think you're a gem of a broadcaster since you got here. And I played the audio a while back of you, the passion that was coming out of Matt Hicks whenever it's that stupid rule, Mike, the baseline rule. And he was just, you could feel that passion about it. I was listening on the radio, and I was ticked off, too. I was like, you know what? Now I'm mad. I can see it, too.
Hicksy, I understand that rule. It's a bad rule. Yeah. We found out there is a worse rule. If your pinky toe is touching home plate when the runner is 90 feet away from home, you have blocked the plate.
Yeah.
When the runner, he has no clue where he's running. When he touches third, if your pinky toe's touching home, that runner has no idea where he's supposed to run at that point.
Corey, thanks for the kind words. Why are we venturing into NFL territory here with what we're doing with some of these rules? Why are we doing this?
It's too easy for this game
common
to be clear.
sense, it feels like, hey, common sense.
Yeah.
But no, let's not have common sense.
Where are you? Come back, rejoin us. We love you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
If you need any Hurtado's barbecue, we have extra.
We'll send you off.
So good.
We will send you off with some food. There you go.
Thanks.
Matt Hicks. You'll hear him on the broadcast.